What is going on, guys? This is Brook Chaos here, back on the video today, and in today's video I just want to hurry up and say that this gameplay is pretty good. I don't want to brag, and I don't mean it's good in a way that I dominate. It's good in a way that the game was close all the way to the end and I ended up winning, even though at the start I do god awful. You will see here in a second that I play bad for the first 3 minutes, and I turned around and win somehow. But basically, yeah, I don't know how I did it. It's a great adversary story, whatever it is, whenever you make a comeback. It's a great story. They'll make a movie on it in 20 years whenever I'm famous on YouTube or whatever. But basically, it's a great gameplay. I had a lot of fun in this game. I have to give credit to a lot of the people in this game, because most of them were using sniper rifles and they were doing good, and that's what you like to see in a free-for-all lobby, especially in 2020. You don't expect to see it, but you see it, and it's nice. It's good to see. So, credit where credit is due, obviously. And just want to say thanks for the good game to the guys in this game. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to get into actually what I'm supposed to be talking about right now, which is, I got pulled over last night, which is the 16th time I've gotten pulled over in the 3 years of my driving experience in my driving career. I don't know what you would call it, but ever since I got my driver's license, it's been about 3 years, been pulled over 16 times. Now, I have only gotten 2 tickets, so it's the ratio is pretty good, right? 1 in 8 of the times I have not gotten a ticket, and we're good. Now, I'd say about 4 of 8 of the times I should have got a ticket, but I didn't. But it is what it is. That's why you try to sweet talk them, because if you can get out of the ticket, you can get out of the ticket. But basically what happened was I had a headlight out, and it wasn't even in my car, so that sucked. But there was a headlight out in my mom's car. I was driving it to the gas station to get something, and I was just taking it for no time. It was nothing. I was there and back in no time, but I got pulled over because of the headlight being out. But anyway, it was kind of a weird one. Usually I've been pulled over a lot of times, and I know, how the usual procedure goes. They walk up to say, why I pulled you over, and then you gotta be like, if you know, you know, if you don't, you don't. But this time he pulled up and he was like, I pulled you over because you have a headlight out. He didn't even say, he didn't say, do you know I pulled you over, which I'm not for sure, but I'm pretty sure what they do that for is they're trying to test to see, if you're going to be honest with them or not. Because, if you have a headlight out, you can kind of tell, or if you're speeding, you usually know, that you're speeding, and they're just kind of, trying to test you, see if you're going to be honest with them or not. And I think it's just kind of a thing, just a trust thing, you know what I mean? And I just try to be honest with them, because at this point, they know, it doesn't really matter if I knew or not that I was speeding. They knew I was speeding, and I feel honestly, if you're honest with them, most of the time they're actually just easier on you. They feel sympathy for you. So that's what I try to do, and most of the time it works, I feel but at the same time, it just depends what cop you run into. Because, I've had cops that gave me tickets for not having my seatbelt on, and then I've had cops that just let me off with speeding, excessively. But, I guess it just really depends, right? And it is what it is. You're going to get the good ones, you're going to get the bad ones. You just hope to get the good ones. And, if I do get a good one, I try to be as nice to him as possible, because, he was nice to me, so he didn't have to be. And, I just try to be nice to people despite their position, I guess, or their, whatever is it, profession, whatever you might want to call it. I try to be nice to them despite them being a cop or being a chef or what. But if they're a bad chef, then I might not be as nice to them. If they're a bad cop, then I might not be as nice to them, you know what I mean? So, obviously, I'm not one of those people that's big on the Blue Lives Matter or whatever. I'm not super, I don't know what they call those people, for the police, but I'm also not super against police. I really don't have a big opinion on the whole situation. I've been pulled over a lot, but I don't really pay that much attention to it. I just keep doing whatever I'm doing. It's just random sometimes. I understand what they're doing. There's bad drugs in the area, and they're obviously trying to limit the amount of them coming in and out. They're just trying to clean up the streets, and I probably look suspect, going out at 3 a.m. and, just being my age and stuff like that. They might think that I know something, or that, I know anything that's going on, which, I don't. So I don't really give them much information, because I don't know anything. But I understand what they're doing, and I appreciate that they're trying to do it. Now, sometimes I think they use excessive force and whatnot, but for the most part, like with me, they never have, so that's all that really matters to me. But basically, I'm not gonna say like, I'm for or against like either of the sides right now that seem to be big, which is like defund the police and all that stuff. Like, I'm not like interested in any of that. I think the police just needs a few things here and there to polish up. I don't think that they're like terribly bad, but it wouldn't hurt to have a little bit of a reform with them, because I feel like some of the laws and things that are practiced are just a little old at this point. They just need updating, and everything needs updating with time. So it is what it is. But like ultimately, like, as this whole entire thing is the experience that I have with them, and the experience that I have with them isn't terrible. So I'm not gonna like bash on them or anything, and the police in my area aren't terrible, so it is what it is. I mean, usually your state troopers are the ones that are kind of assholes anyway, and the ones that are like in specialized fields, like the drug field, like the narcotics agency and stuff like that. Those are usually the guys that are kind of more I don't know, I don't want to call them all dicks, but kind of just I guess you could call them pricks. They're just kind of pricks. They're not like terrible people, but they can be kind of dickheads. But that's like my experience with him. I feel like most of the time I run into like a normal cop on the street, and he's not trying to be a dick or anything. He's just trying to make sure nobody shoots each other, and that's kind of what I like about it. But that was a shot I was talking about right there. If you can't really see because the victory was in the way, but I actually did hit him, yeah, and it would have been a nice kill cam. But basically that's my experience with it. This isn't like a political view or anything. It's just what I see with it. So that's really all I had to talk about. It's really just my experience, I guess, is a better way of saying it. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.